Coming up, are you having trouble with your credit? Well, our financial coach, Paige Frazier, is going to help you out because there is hope. She's with Operation Hope. She's going to talk to you about your personal credit and your business credit. I'm Shelia Smoot. The Shelia Smoot Show starts right now.
And welcome into the Shelia Smoot Show. Good morning to you. Good day, good afternoon, wherever you're listening to all around the world. Because with the internet, all things are possible. All things are possible with the internet. And too much. It's too much. It's too much going on. I'm over it. If you give me another iPod, iCast, whatever it is, if you do, I mean, it's too much. It's too much. That's a whole nother show. We're not even trying to talk about technology. Can you spell it? Because those of you who are overspelling it, you're overdoing it. I'll have to bring on a tech expert, which I am not. I mean, I can use this phone. I mean, it's all about your phone. I mean, your phone is like your bloodline. You know, it's like one of those commercials where they show you, instead of pricking your finger, you just put your phone. Your phone. Your phone is your body. Your phone. Your phone. Can you believe it? I just know it's tracking me and my every move. It can talk to me, and for the record, Siri is not always your friend. I mean, I send people a message, hey Siri, won't even talk to me this morning. Won't even talk to me this morning. And I'm sorry? You're sorry? You're sorry about what? She's sorry. You're stupid. No, I'm kidding, Siri. I love you, Siri. Do not disconnect. Do not disconnect me. You're my lifeline. You know, for those of you who leave your phone this morning, you already know. It is the ultimate work excuse. What is wrong with you this morning? I love my phone. Excuse me? I love my phone. Can I leave the job to go get my phone? I left my phone. I left my phone. It happened to me last week. I was running out and I left my phone. And I never leave my phone. And you know what? I said, forget about it. If you can reach me, first of all, I'm at the radio station. At the time of morning, I left my phone. I know where I'm going. Most people hear me in the mornings on radio stations in the Alabama area. So, state of Alabama. And, you know, when I left my phone, I panicked for just a moment. And then I said, whew, what a relief. Oh, I left my phone. I left my phone. I left my phone. I left my phone. And I called my husband. So get those numbers still in your, I said, hey, I left my phone. He said, yeah, I know. I called from the station about leaving my phone. So folks, the first thing you need to do, check for your keys, check for your wallet. But if you leave your phone, you are SOL. Yeah, you're out of luck. You're out of luck. But if you do not panic. You cannot call Siri, but call somebody, have somebody's number. Yeah, I get it. I got you, Siri, in your phone, in your brain. I always say if these kids or you get disconnected, if you didn't have GPS, if you didn't know how to talk to Siri or get a menu off internet, why don't you just go show up at the restaurant and just go look at it and be surprised, right? Be surprised. Anyway, I am hoping that we are going to learn something today about accelerating financial opportunity for all, and it's going to be a great opportunity for you as we accelerate financial opportunity for all. It's the great equalizer about credit and about your credit worthiness, about your credit score. It is definitely something that you need to be aware of. And with that said, I've got my first guest. Good morning, Paige. How are you?
Well, good morning. I am wonderful. How are you?
You're always so happy. Like, even when you just said, oh my God, Shelia Smoot on the Shelia Smoot show. Is that today? I said, yeah, actually, you're live. And I love your energy. Paige Frazier is a wonderful person. She is amazing. And she's going to talk to us about Operation Hope and accelerating
Yes,
your credit plan and financial opportunity
yes,
for all. And Paige,
yes,
you're always on top of this stuff about credit repair
yes,
and how it can
yes.
really be the great equalizers. Talk to me about your program. First of all, what is Operation Hope?
Okay, great. I'm so glad that you asked. So, since 1992, Operation Hope has been really moving across America from civil rights to silver rights with the mission of making free enterprise and capitalism work for the underserved. Like, what we do is our mission is to disrupt poverty from millions of low and moderate income youth and adults across the nation. So, through its community uplift model, we have what's called Hope Inside. And we received an award in 2016 recognizing by American Banker magazine that Operation Hope has served more than 4 million individuals. We directed more than $3.2 billion in economic activity into disenfranchised communities. What we do is we turn check cashing customers into banking customers. We turn renters into homeowners. We turn small business dreamers into small business owners. We help minimum wage workers become consumers making a wage that is comfortable for them. And we even work with disasters. Like, whenever there is a national disaster, Operation Hope will be on board. So basically, Sheila, what I do is I help small businesses create business plans and learn how to operate effectively. And I also help people with their credit. Like, if somebody has, I don't know, whatever credit score it could possibly be.
Let's start with a 540. Let's start with a 540 credit score.
Okay.
Okay,
So
you laughed at that. Okay, you chuckled. You didn't laugh. You chuckled. Okay, I go up.
Right.
560. You're chuckling.
Okay, 540. We can stay at 540.
Okay, let's stay at 540. Talk to me about a 540 credit score and how that you can pull that up and
Sure.
how you can do that.
Sure. So what we do is we pull their credit. We review, we send them a copy. It does not hurt their credit score because Operation Hope is a nonprofit.
Okay.
We go over every.
I like it.
Oh, we go over everything on their credit report with them. We create what's called a work plan. The work plan will address everything on their credit report and how to repair it. We have been able to teach people when you have poor credit how to go to a financial institution and get what's called a secured credit card. The secured credit card will help to enhance their credit.
Really? A secured credit card? What is it? That means when you get a secured credit card, you put some money up front and you use your own money basically, right?
Correct.
Okay. You start with that.
So we want them to do that for about 3 months.
Okay.
But in the interim, while they're doing that, we also have them to apply for other credit because when you apply for additional credit, it enhances your credit score.
And some people have a fear of that, but you're saying reversed. The fear is that they don't pay it. So you're trying to get people through Operation Hope to start this plan. So we're at 540, folks. We're at 540, and you get a secured credit card. And how do you bring it up? Is it you spend and then you pay it down? You keep it under 30%, and
Correct.
and it starts to go from there. And then other people will want you to get their cards.
Yes, absolutely. Some people think, oh my God, I'm going to apply for a credit card and it's going to make it worse. Well, actually, it doesn't. I have had people to actually apply for a credit card with a 5-something credit score, and it will increase their credit by 20 to 40%, 20 to 40 points.
Wow.
So I don't want people to think, oh my God, if I apply for a credit card, it's not going to work. It's not true.
Not true, especially
You want
on the
to apply
secured.
for credit. Yeah, you want to create what's called a credit history.
Right.
Because those are some of the things, that when a financer is looking for, or one of the credit reporting bureaus are looking for, you have to create a credit history.
Okay, so now you sent me into the bank with a 540 credit score. I got a secured credit card. I start using it. I pay it. I keep it under 30%. What other avenues can I do from that point? What else would your program help us with in regard to helping us boost, if you would, our credit score?
Yes. So the next thing that you have to do is, if you have anything on your credit report, like if you got late payment, if you have something on there that does not belong to you, if you have old addresses, anything on your credit report that is not up to date and effective, do you know it's actually your responsibility to correct it? So we go through and we correct anything that does not belong to you. Now, Sheila,
yes,
all of this is at no cost.
Wow, that's free. I like the word free. Free.
Well, we
free
don't
is
use
my
the word
friend.
free.
Free is my friend. Yes, free. Help
Yes, because Operation Hope,
me.
our goal is financial education.
Okay, great.
So when I talk to entrepreneurs every day, or I talk to people who would like to be entrepreneurs every day. So my goal is, number one, to help them take their vision to reality. So if you've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, what we do is we help you put that on paper in terms of a business plan.
Okay.
Once you create that business plan, that's through an 8-week program, 1 day a week.
An 8-day program, 1 day. What? Say that again.
It's a 8-week program, 1 day a week.
8-week program, but it's only 1 day a week per week. So 8 times you're going to go over this for free, Operation Hope, and you're going to help get them on track. Even if they are not, this is a start for them to get on track. And then basically you're going to coach them through this, walk them through this, hold their hand, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Now,
I like it.
Sheila, we do this for those that want to be entrepreneurs. Believe it or not, we do it for people who are currently entrepreneurs, because I encounter a lot of people who do not have a business plan, but they're running a business.
I know.
I encounter.
Are you talking about me? I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm kidding. I hate to trip my guests up. Go ahead. This is serious now. Are you talking about me?
I encounter people who have businesses but no business bank account. You cannot do business without a business bank account. You must separate.
That's correct. That is one of the great equalizers. You cannot do business without a business bank account. That is good, Paige.
Correct.
You're right. Correct. And that's easy to set up. And then Operation Hope continue on with your plan of action after I've gotten into this part of it.
Sure. So after the 8 weeks, or during the 8 weeks of creating your business plan, we also pull your credit. We go over everything with it. so that you're beginning to get on the road to have a corrected business score. Our goal is to help you at least get to a 700 credit reporting score.
That's good. And it's attainable. Paige, it's so attainable.
Yeah.
It's so attainable. There's so many avenues to getting there, but one of the things that Operation Hope does, folks, is they get you started. Continue on.
Yeah. So what I'm doing right now is if anyone is interested in being a part of the 8-week program, I need to go to operationhope.org. When you get there, they're going to ask you a bunch of questions. Register, complete the questions, and ask for Paige Frazier as your coach. If you're in Alabama, you're pretty much going to get me anyway because I cover the state of Alabama.
Okay.
So once you register or log into the portal, once you get to me as your coach, we schedule one-on-one appointments. We have workshops. You know, we have the 8-week program, and then I am your coach. So my goal, Sheila, is to really coach people to get to the point of where they're running a business, if that's their desire. Now, I encounter people who say, I don't want a business. I only want you to help me with my credit. Okay. So then I will coach you to a point of a higher credit score. And it takes a minute. I mean, it can take 2 to 3 months. But our goal is to help you understand that everybody needs a budget.
Well, you know, everybody does need a budget. And you know what? I like to, people laugh at me when I say I'm over budget. They're like, well, we're just having dinner. I'm having appetizers. I have busted my entertainment budget. You know me, Paige.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
I will look at a menu, and at 5:30, which is happy hour for most people, and when I have my entertainment budget, and I'm down to the last. I talked about my Starbucks budget last week. Ooh, Lord. And I went and I you know me, Paige. I will sit there and everybody else, oh, Sheila, we're going to do this and this, and we're going to dinner. I'm going to appetizers. That would be my dinner. I'm not spending it because and people laugh at me. They're like, why? I said, I'm over budget. It's like 5 days.
Right.
You know, they're like, you're kidding me. I'm like, I'm not kidding you. But Sheila, you have the money. That's not the point.
That's right.
That's not the point.
That's what a budget is for, Sheila.
Yeah, that's what a budget is for. And like when I told my photographer, I said, hey, you know, I might have to take a hiatus until next week. He said, no, we're not doing that. I'm on budget. I'm on schedule. I'm like, gotcha. I'll be there.
Right.
Yeah, and I talk about him often. He's smiling, and but it's the truth. If you don't have a plan, if you and he's tight, he's tight. I know you're tight. I'm not even going to say your name this week, photographer. You know you're tight.
Right.
I know you, and so you know me too, Paige. I and it's not tight. It's really watching your finances, Paige.
Yeah.
It's really watching your finances.
So that's what we do. We help people create a personal budget. We help them create a business budget because, like you said, Sheila, if you do not have a plan, you won't have a plan.
Right. You plan to fail.
So
you plan to fall. You plan to fail. You plan to. It's fall, fail, fear. Don't have any of the F's in your life. Your teacher told you not to get an F.
Good.
It's the real thing. Fall, fail, fear. All of it ties into the F. The F. You get an F from me, and Paige Frazier will give you an F, but she can help you get an A, right, Paige?
Absolutely. That's what Operation Hope does. It's an incredible organization. So happy to be a part of it, and so happy that we help people at no cost.
And how do we start this plan of action? First, I will tell you, Paige, when I went to thinking about that in my own life, you know, it was always a fear of not having enough or not being able to live the way I want to live or not being able to provide for a family, or for if my mom needed something. I mean, golly, I'm just, and people wonder about that, but I stay in budget. And the first thing I did years and years ago is I started looking at how to live the way I wanted to live. How to buy a house, how to buy a
Yeah.
car. And
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
and I remember very vividly when some car dealer, I was hanging out doing something downtown, and they're like, hey, you need a new car. And I scream back and say, hey, this one's paid for. It's 10 years
Right.
old, but it's paid for.
Right.
And
Right.
I don't care what, the oil, the gas, the car, the insurance, it's paid
Right.
for. And I just started laughing. The guy started
Exactly.
laughing. And then I said, I can buy a house. And went to a banker,
Yes.
and he said, ooh, you can buy one in a year maybe. Ooh, what are you doing? I said, I was holding my money, not paying on time. I had money. And I was like, why am I holding this money so close to the vest? Because I can count it. And now, technology has changed and direct deposit. I
Yes.
got on direct deposit. That's the best thing I did to control my spending. Started looking at
Always good. Yes.
my banker sat down with me with my television salary, and she said, you're making money. The problem is you have not decided to manage it properly.
Oh, good, good, good,
And
good.
something went off in my head, and she said, so you want to buy a house. You got the money to do it, but you got to get your credit score up. And I said,
Yeah.
I don't want no credit card. I don't. She said, but you got to get something to show that you pay. You got to get, we got to see your, how is this? Your payment habits, your
Correct.
spending habits.
Correct.
And it started kind of clicking, but honestly, Paige, I did not know because nobody instructed me in my 20s and my 30s about that. And thank God for the banker who taught me that. And so you can
Yeah.
teach us that. Paige Frazier, welcome into the Shelia Smoot Show. We're talking to Paige
Thank you.
Frazier, Operation Hope. Don't be a sucker, be a consumer. Everybody
Absolutely.
likes that. I do too. Accelerating your financial opportunity for all. Paige Frazier, tell us what are our next steps to get into your class, and how do we get in touch with you? How do we start to repair ourselves as business owners, as in our personal lives? How do we start that credit repair situation?
Thank you, Sheila. Well, I'm always excited when I talk to people who want to take their vision and make it a provision.
Right.
So, if you're interested in starting a business, if you have it in your head and you've always wanted to do it, but you need a coach, I am a coach. That's what
love
I
it.
do. I need you to go to operationhope.org, and I need you to go ahead and register. When you get registered, I need you to pick me, Paige Frazier, as your coach.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get an email, and we'll go from there. If you have any other questions, I want you to feel free to go ahead and text me. My number is area code 205-830-7447. And I will certainly get back to you. But our mission, Sheila, is financial education.
Right.
We have so many people that are financially illiterate
We do.
that it just amazes me how many people just don't know what steps to take to get started. And Sheila, it's very simple.
Well, it is simple, Paige. Again, and it's about getting started. People procrastinate. They say, I'm going to do it today,
Yeah.
tomorrow, and then the next thing you know, they want to buy a house and they can't. You've got to start now. And you know what I
Exactly.
tell people, Paige? I say, look, start somewhere. Just start somewhere. Start with somebody.
Yeah.
Start somewhere. And then you look
Yeah.
up. It's like anything else in life. If you start in July, now 6 months later it's December and it's Christmas. If you start,
Correct.
start at Christmas because you're spending all your money when you shouldn't be, and you're like, well, I'm gonna wait till after the new year. Well, starting a new year and in 6 months it's June. Start in June and 6 months is. Just get yourself. Start in February and 6 months. Start today with Paige Frazier, Operation Hope, and you're going to be where you need to be. Trust me, I have been there. Scared, fear, all of that. And now I don't overspend. I stay on budget. And Paige, and it has worked. It has worked.
Yeah.
I cut back my Starbucks bill. I drove an old car that looked like it wasn't old. Tomfoolery. I drove a nice car, but Yes, I drive a nice car, but it's paid for.
Right.
I learned to not spend on things I don't need, don't, and I learned also, Paige, you'll like this one. I learned how to let other people not spend my money. Oh, girl, go ahead and get that.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
why don't you buy it for me? Why don't you buy it for me?
Right.
Your girlfriends will spend all your money, and I do not take kids with me to shop, especially ones that feel entitled. I don't. Those
Right, right,
entitled
right.
kids get to stay home, and whatever I bring you, I might FaceTime you now that I got Siri. I was talking about my phone earlier. I might FaceTime and say, hey,
Right.
you like this? And if it ain't on sale, it might be staying there until it is. I'm just, I like the way I live financially. I don't have to keep up with the Joneses. Y'all might want to keep
Yes.
up with the Smoot. Yes. Keep up with the Smoot. Get smooted. It's better than getting smacked down. Just saying. Okay, my photographer's like, he's just amused today. Paige, last time before we wrap up our segment, tell us how to get in touch with our financial coach, Paige Frazier. Once again, wrap us up. Parting shots. Why is this so important?
Okay. Financial education is extremely important from somebody who's 12 years old and starting a
Mm-hmm.
business to somebody who's 90 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Establishing a budget for yourself personally and for your business is extremely important. If you'd like to reach me, if you'd like me to coach you through at no cost, go to operationhope.org or either text me at 205-830-7447 and I'd be happy to help.
That's 205 830 7447. 205 830 7447. Accelerating financial opportunity for all. Operation Hope. Your financial coach on the line is going to get you to the finish line, and that is Paige Frazier. Paige, thank you so very much for joining us today. We really, really, really appreciate your time, and I know you're going to come back at some point and give us a success story, and we're going to be looking forward to hearing who that is and what that person did and how you got them to that pie in the sky, girl, that pie in the sky called
Thank
financial
you,
relief.
Sheila.
You have a good day, Paige. Thanks for calling. We'll talk to you next
Okay,
time. Bye bye.
certainly. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Oh, wow. It's hope. That's what it is. It's hope. But you got to get there, folks. Again, Operation Hope, 205 830 7447, operationhope.org. Remember, don't be a sucker, be a consumer. I'm Shelia Smoot on the Shelia Smoot Show. Again, operationhope.org. Shelia Smoot on your best day, on your best side. I'm on your best side. Remember, Operation Hope, the Shelia Smoot Show. Don't be a sucker, be a consumer.